Hello everyone. Today I am going to give you a deep idea about the Indian plan, 5-year plans. The Planning Commission and National Development Council. The Planning Commission was established on 15th March 1950 with former Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru as its chairman. The Planning Commission is used to directly report to the Prime Minister of India. The Planning Commission was replaced by Niti Aayog, National Institution for Transforming India Ayog, which was established by PM Modi on 1st January 2015. Planning Commission was established in accordance with the directive principles of state policy of India. But there is no provision for Planning Commission in the Constitution. NDC, the National Development Council, was constituted on 6th August 1952 with PM Jawaharlal Nehru as its ex-officio chairman. NDC or Planning Commission is a non-statutory and non-constitutional body. Final clearance to planning is given by the NDC. The first 5-year plan was presented by Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru as its chairman. NDC is constituted by the Chief Minister of the states and Lieutenant Governor of the Union Territory. The concept of economic planning was borrowed from Russia, or USSR. The 12th plan was the last plan. This is an elementary idea about the plan. Now the first plan, the plan period was 1951-56. It was known as Harrod-Domar model. Harrod-Domar model. First plan, 5-year plan, 1951 to 56. The plan emphasized towards improvement in agriculture, production, irrigation, price stability, power and transport. Improvement in agricultural productions, irrigation, price stability, power and transport. The plan was proved to be a successful one because of good agricultural produce. Major dam projects of Bakranangal, Hirakud and Mettur dam were started during this plan period. By the end of this plan period in 1956, 5 Indian Institute of Technologies were also started. Community development project was started. The target of this plan was 2.1% of the GDP, but due to good agriculture, the target was achieved and it was 3.6%. After the successful of the first plan, it was decided that the second plan stressed to be given on heavy industries. It was called Mahalanobis model or Mahalanobis formula. Second plan started in 1956 and ends in 1961. The plan paid major emphasis to domestic production of industrial products and rapid industrializations. Steel plants like Bhilai, Durgapur and Rourkela were established during the plan. The target growth rate of this plan was 4.5%, but actual growth rate was 4.2%. The Bhilai steel plant was established with the help of Russia, Durgapur steel plant with the help of Britain, and the Rourkela integrated steel plant was set up in 1954 with the help of a German company, Demag. The third five-year plan, 1961 to 66. The third five-year plan staged growth in agriculture and industry. It is called as Gadgil Plan. Third five-year plan is popularly known as Gadgil Plan. The plan aimed to increase national income by 30% and agricultural production by 30%, but it failed to achieve its target of 5.6% of the growth rate. It only achieved the growth rate of 2.4%. The main reason for failure of this plan was the China aggression in 1962, the Pakistan Indo-Pak War in 1965, and the main culprit was bad monsoon. The third plan was a total failure. The fourth, since due to miserable failure of third plan, the government was forced to declare planned holidays from 1966, 67, 1967, 68, 1968, 69. Three annual plans were made. The three annual plans were drawn during this period. Equal priority was given to agriculture, its allied activities, and the industrial sector. The fourth five-year plan, 1969 to 74. The target growth was 5.7%, but the actual growth was 3.3%. The plan emphasized towards agriculture, growth, and green revolution in India, advanced agriculture production. 14 major banks were nationalized in 1969. India also conducted the nuclear test at Pokhran in 1974 under Operation Smiling Buddha. The main cause for the failure of the fourth five-year plan was the influx of Bangladeshi refugees before and after 1971 Indo-Pak War. It was also a great factor. The fifth five-year plan covered a period of 1974 to 1978. The five-year plan laid stress on employment, checking inflation, poverty alleviation, that is Garibi Hatao slogan was given in this plan, and justice. The plans also focused on self-reliance in agriculture, production, and defense. The Indian National Highway System was introduced. Minimum Needs Program was also introduced, and 20-point programs under the minimum need program was introduced in this plan. But when the Janata Party government led by Morarji Desai came to power, it terminated the plan in the fourth year itself, that is 1978. The target growth rate was 4.4%. This fifth five-year plan, that is 1974 to 78, the stress was given on poverty alleviation through Garibi Hatao slogan. This plan is also known as C. Subramaniam Plan. After the Janata Party government came to power in India, they terminated the fifth five-year plan in 1978, and followed the rolling plan concept, which was popularized by Gunnar Myrdal. The rolling plan concept was coined by Gunnar Myrdal. The Janata Party government rejected the fifth five-year plan and introduced a new sixth five-year plan 1978 to 1983. The plan was again rejected by the Indian National Congress government when it came to power in 1980, and this new sixth five-year plan was made. The earlier one was subsequently referred to as a rolling plan. Sixth five-year plan 1980 to 1985. The target of the growth rate of the economy was 5.2% and the actual growth was 5.4%. The five-year plan marks the beginning of economic liberalization. This plan focused equally on infrastructure and agriculture. In this plan, important programs like Integrated Rural Development Program (IRDP) and Minimum Needs Program (NNP) were started. The seventh five-year plan 1985 to 1980. The plan was very successful. The target growth rate was 5% and the actual growth rate was 6.01%. The five-year plan aims to increase economic productivity, production of food grains and generating employment. For the first time, Jawahar Rozgar Yojana was launched in 1989. For the period 1989 and 91, no five-year plan was implemented during this period due to political instability. In 1990, the Janata Dal government led by VP Singh was in power. After it failed, then the government of Chandrasekhar was installed, and then it was also lost its confidence, and Chandrasekhar government fell. Only annual plans were made for the period between 1992 1992. In 1991, India faced a crisis of foreign exchanges, forex reserve, left with a reserve of only about $1 billion. The rate of inflation was high. At that time, Dr. Manmohan Singh launched India's free market reforms that brought the newly bankrupt Indian nation back on the edge. It was the beginning of the privatization and liberalization in India. The eighth five-year plan 1992 to 1997. The eighth five-year plan aimed towards modernization of industries. The main objective of this plan was controlling population growth, poverty reduction, employment generation, strengthening the infrastructure, etc. The target growth rate was 5.6 and the actual growth rate was 6.8%. This plan was also known as Rao Manmohan Singh Plan. The ninth five-year plan 1997 to 2002. The target rate was 6.5% and the actual growth rate was 5.4%. The five-year plan gave a priority to agriculture and rural development with a view to generating adequate productive employment and eradication of poverty, accelerating the growth rate of the economy with stable prices, ensuring food and nutritional security for all, containing the growth rate of the population. These are the objectives and aims of the ninth five-year plan. 10th five-year plan 2002 to 2007. The target growth rate was 8.1% 8.1%, and the actual growth rate was 7.3%. This 5-year plan aims to achieve 8% average GDP growth for the period 2002 to 07. Creation of 50 million employment opportunity in the next 5 years, reduction in gender gaps in literacy, and wages rates by at least 50% by 2007. Reduction of poverty rate by 5% point by 2007. 20-point program was introduced. 20-point program was introduced. Next, the 11th 5-year plan. Accelerate growth rate of GDP from 8% to 10% and then maintain a 10% in the 12th plan in order to double per capita income by 2016-17. Rajiv Arogya Sri Health Scheme was launched. Creation of 70 million New York opportunities. Reduce educated unemployment to below 5%. Increase forest and tree cover by 5%. Raise the sex ratio of age group 0 to 6 to 935 by 2011-12 and to 950 by 2016-17. Next plan, the 12th plan, 2012 to 2017. The 5th plan aim to achieve 8.2% growth, achieve 4% growth in agriculture, reduce poverty by 10% points by 2017, health, education and skill development, environment and natural resources and infrastructure development are the main focus of this plan. After the BJP government came to power in 2014, this plan was curtailed and the Niti Aayog was formulated, came into being. We will discuss about Niti Aayog in our next video. Hope this will help you to know about the Indian planning. Thanking you.